my god, Marvel fans, I had my expectations low for this Marvel panel. I did not think they would come a-swinging. They are spoiling us. We got way too much here. And that's exactly what I'm doing here for you guys in this video, is giving you a full breakdown of the entire Marvel San Diego Comic-Con panels, discussing all the projects they announced for MCU Phase 4 and even the projects for Phase 6, small details that we've learned from the projects that they revealed during the panels, even touching upon some of the trailers we got here for She-Hulk and Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever. But I'ma need you Marvel fans to go crazy in that comment section, hit that like button, share this video. It would mean the world to me, and I'm also just really curious to know what the Marvel fans are thinking about all these announcements. Alright, so not wasting any time because we have so much to get through. The first thing Kevin Feige revealed when he walked on stage is that Black Panther Wakanda Forever is going to be the end of Phase 4. I'm sure that really wasn't the original plan, and maybe they thought Phase 4 was a little longer. I know every time I brought up that Phase 4 is almost over, all of y'all would attack me and say, no, it's not, Chris, we're halfway over. Leading us now to talk about the first movie in Phase 5, which would be Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Now, they did say there's a specific reason why Ant-Man and the Wasp is the first movie to start off this phase, and once we talk about the titles for the upcoming Avenger films, it'll make sense, and it's Kang. But we'll dive into more specific details on these projects in a sec. Just looking at this timeline, it is sweet, it is nice. Of course, we were upset when we first saw it, because we're like, where's the Fantastic Four? Turns out that's Phase 6. But it's also like we have other things missing here that have been announced, like Armor Wars. Did they just cancel that series? Are we not getting that anymore with Don Cheadle's character as War Machine? But putting that aside though, and the most exciting reveals for me was one, Daredevil is coming back and it's being called Born Again, which is being named after a real Frank novel story arc in the comics, kind of letting us know what to expect here. The show comes out spring 2024 and it'll be 18 episodes long, the longest Disney Plus series we have gotten so far. That is 18 weeks of Daredevil. I'm really hoping the show isn't bad, because can you imagine 18 weeks of me just breaking down videos? I'm sure it's gonna be awesome. And we did kind of get our first look at Daredevil in the She-Hulk trailer. If you kind of pause it at the right moment, I think there are highlights of yellow kind of going back to his original comic book suit. So really awesome that he'll be showing up in there, and the She-Hulk trailer as a whole also looks really fun. Because of how much we have to cover, I'm not going to be able to really break down in depth this trailer, but I am excited for the show. I like how She-Hulk is breaking the fourth wall in here just like she did in the comics. Also think the CGI is way more improved. Really, it just looks like a good time. Not to mention, it just makes me feel kind of funny inside. Then we also got the title for Captain America New World Order. Those titles kind of leaked a day early, made a video, and Kevin Feige sniped me down, which is I think one of the reasons why they were forced to announce a lot of these movies, is because the trademark patent leaked online, so they might as well just tell the audiences since it's out there. But let me tell you guys, it was so scary receiving that email from Disney. They legit were like, take that video down, or else. I did not hesitate. I took it down, Kevin Feige. Also, minor thing here, they did change the name of the Agatha series. Instead of House of Agatha, it's now Agatha Coven of Chaos, which I think should kind of let us know there's going to be more witches than just Agatha in the series. And also, the Thunderbolts movie that we kind of heard about was in the works will be the last movie to end this phase. Here, I'm putting up a picture of what the current lineup is rumored to be. Kind of excited to see how Marvel does their version of Suicide Squad. So now talking specifically about some of these projects and details they revealed, starting off with Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, they released the first official poster, kind of giving you a first look to Cassie Lang becoming a superhero in the MCU. She did usually go by the name Stature, but given that they gave her a purple suit, her name might be Stinger, as that's her current name in the comics. They also confirmed that MODOK will be appearing. That's a character people have been wanting in there. Can't wait to see what that design is going to look like. They also said the movie will be taking place a lot more in the quantum realm, and some of the first footage they showed of Kang the Conqueror, he looks menacing. He looks like he's here to conquer. That's actually what they said. So super exciting, and this will be like the first stepping stone to the next big Avenger movie. Moving over here to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy 3, James Gunn did show up with a couple of the cast members. They showed off some footage that we have a description of here that goes as new Guardians 3 trailer. Gamora is the head of the Ravengers. She doesn't remember anything, and Quill's beaten up about it. There's a young Rocket, and the movie appears to be about his origin. New Guardian suits, Will Poulter's Golden Adam Warlock, and a Butch Groot. From all accounts, from people who saw the trailer at Comic-Con, they said that the Guardians 3 trailer is very emotional. Even some of the cast members started tearing up on stage, and I'm kind of scared to show leaked footage just because of how Disney now is being strict with these leaks. But I saw someone leak the first look to Baby Rocket and a hint to his origin. I am gonna cry. It looks so heartbreaking and sad. They also confirmed this will be the end of this version of the Guardians, so whoever lives or dies by the end of the movie, it looks like we might not see them again, or at least not for a very long time. Other characters that they confirmed from Guardians 3 is Cosmo the dog. That'll be voiced by Maria Bakalova. We kind of saw Cosmo the dog in an end credit scene for Guardians. And then we had, I'm sorry, I'm definitely going to mispronounce this name, Chuka Woody starring as the High Evolutionary, who even showed up in costume at Comic-Con. I don't know too much about this character, but the quick reading I did on him, he's someone who's obsessed with making the perfect species, probably even created Adam Warlock, and I wouldn't be surprised if his first experiments were on Rocket Raccoon and he created him. Then from there, I thought we were going to move on to Black Panther, but no, Kevin Feige got on stage and started revealing plans for Phase 6, and my head is exploding. So one, we found out that Fantastic Four will be the first movie in MCU Phase 6, kind of letting us know we're not going to hear the announcement for that team for a long time, hopefully at D23, but at least we finally have a release date and know when we can watch this movie. And then the huge big bombshell reveal that I am still shocked, and I'm waiting for Kevin Feige to come out and say, psych, you thought! The next Avenger movie we're set to get will come out May 5th, 2025, and it'll be titled Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, which if you saw my video talking about the leaked trademarks, you kind of knew that already. But also this puts it into perspective why Phase 5 starts out with Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania, because that sets up Kang the Conqueror a lot more in the MCU other than what Loki did, and will put us on the path for this next Avengers movie. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm glad we finally know when the next Avengers film is. And then 6 months later, in the same year of 2025, we are going to get Avengers Secret Wars. We all knew this movie was coming. We all knew that was going to be the title. And holy smokes, cockroach, how could you be releasing 2 Avenger movies the exact same year? Kevin Feige, what is you smoking? And can you share it with us? This is insane, man. Like, Secret Wars is supposed to be this huge, epic world multiverse battle. And speaking on that, Kevin Feige confirmed that Phase 4, 5, and 6 are going to be known as the Multiverse Saga, the same way the first Phase 3 movies were called the Infinity War Saga. A lot of you guys guessed that right in the video I had to delete. But man, the Multiverse Saga, we've only really gotten, what, like 2 multiverse films? That's No Way Home and Doctor Strange. These next couple of movies are about to get wild, are about to get weird, and they're going to start setting up a lot more characters because Secret Wars needs to be an all-out battle. And I'm like, damn, we got 3 years to set this up? Let's do it, Marvel. Hopefully you pull it off. There's definitely another video to be made talking about whether Marvel is rushing things, to what exactly is going on, and like, is this a little too much? Should they be taking more of their time? Is this going to desensitize a lot of us? Because Infinity War and Endgame were a year apart. I have to think there's something else going on here. I'm thinking Kang Dynasty is actually a Young Avenger movie, and it's not technically a full-on Avenger film. Things change all the time. Remember, for a time, Infinity War was just called Infinity War Part 1 and 2, and then they realized, yeah, actually, we should call it Endgame. So a lot can happen from here till then. We'll see, guys. And then they ended off the trailer here showing us our first look to Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And I'm just gonna be straightforward and honest with you guys. After seeing this trailer, I'm an emotional mess. I recorded my reaction to the first time seeing the trailer. I'll post that on my TikTok. But it's like it brings up so many conflicting emotions because I don't think they should have killed off T'Challa. That character should have lived on and carried the legacy for what Chadwick Boseman was setting up. And I know I have to put that bias aside, but there is something just so heart-wrenching about seeing T'Challa dead in the MCU and them showing up at his funeral and these characters crying. Like, it hits you in the heart. The other exciting things though about this trailer though is like Namor and the Atlanteans. Oh god, they look fantastic. I am loving this world building, but I can't help but in the back of my mind think of how awesome this movie would have been of Wakanda versus the Atlanteans with a Black Panther without having to add in a story that he died. But again, here just so many good things to love. Like, we got to look at Riri Williams building her Iron Man suit. We get a little bit of a heart going on towards her name, Ironheart. I'm really hoping this movie can pull it off, and they did tease us with a Black Panther, which is like, good. You need to be teasing a Black Panther in this. I think it's going to be pretty obvious that Shuri is going to be the Black Panther there, and I'm not against that. I just would have rather have had that happen after maybe 3 T'Challa Black Panther movies. Still, I know that's not a great analysis of the trailer, and there's so many like Easter eggs and hidden things in here, but with everything I had to cover in this one video, I just just wanted to give you guys my general thoughts on this trailer. It's a good trailer, and I'm excited for the movie. It just all keeps coming back to the potential in my mind of what this would have looked like if they continued the story of T'Challa. But that's everything that Marvel announced at their Comic-Con panel. What do you guys think of all this stuff? Do you think it's a little too much? What are you most excited for? What was your reaction to the two trailers? If you had to rank the top 3 things that got revealed here, what would they be? Anything, everything, be sure to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at 3C Films or on TikTok at 3C Films. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.